Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. I'm your host Doug here with your video blog for July 5th, 2013. I got NBA free agency, Aaron Hernandez, an AL East update, a call out on my Yankees, and a weekend preview for you. So let's get right to it. NBA free agency is completely underway now. Breaking news just in here. The Mavericks are out on the Dwight Howard sweepstakes. So I'm going to give you my best move, my worst move, and the move that needs to be made. So first up, the best move so far has to be bringing Chris Paul back to the Clippers. Doc Rivers now there. Doc Rivers always worked well with point guards, worked so well with Rajon Rondo. I think Chris Paul wanted Doc Rivers all along, and he has him now, and that is a big lockup there for the Los Angeles Clippers. Worst move thus far has to be Al Jefferson. He signed a 3-year, $41 million deal to go to the Bobcats. The Bobcats, of course, are in a very rough spot right now. They drafted Cody Zeller. Al Jefferson, they're going to bring him in. Just a tough spot, I would say, right now for that franchise, being where they are, who they are right now. Tough to bring in a veteran guy like him because he doesn't even really have any playoff experience. He's only played in 11 career playoff games, so kind of a little bit of a questionable move there if you're looking for a savvy playoff veteran. And now the move that has to be made this weekend, Dwight Howard has to sign with the Houston Rockets. I think it's going to be a big move for him. He needs to go to Houston, no state tax, make his money, get out of the big, huge market, work well with Harden and Parsons and Ashik and Lynn, and just try and salvage some of what he looks like to the media, some of what he looks like to everyday people like us. So for sure, I think he needs to go to the Rockets just to cleanse himself. All right, so that's my update on NBA free agency. Just to tell you about some other players that signed in some spots. Tyreke Evans has been traded to the New Orleans Pelicans. The Warriors have actually now signed Andre Iguodala after he turned down the Kings offer the other day, so he's going to the Warriors. That gives them another veteran player for sure. All right, so it's been over a week and a half now since Aaron Hernandez was first taken into custody. We heard about how that he had a secret apartment that he paid $1,200 a month for, and he hid some evidence there. And now they're going to call a shooting victim. So a Connecticut man who says he lost an eye after being shot by Hernandez in February has been subpoenaed to come before the grand jury. This man does not actually have a name for sure, but they're going to call him. They're saying he could be linked somehow with this murder case. Hernandez, of course, as we know, has been charged with first-degree murder. This man, Bradley, age 33, has filed a civil lawsuit against Hernandez, asserting he was shot in the face by the former player in February as they were driving in Florida after arguing in a Miami strip club. Of course, we've also heard this week about Tim Tebow trying to keep him from fighting in a strip club. We've heard a lot of stuff come out about Aaron Hernandez in his past. There was a good article in Sports Illustrated last week about how really when he went to Florida, he struggled with drugs, getting hooked up with the wrong people, and really not a lot of people were surprised that this happened to a guy like Aaron Hernandez for sure. So kind of a little sketchy to be thinking about that. All right, time for our American League East daily update for you here. I'm going to call out Yankee fans too during this update for sure, so stick right around here for that. All right, so we got top team right now in the division, of course, the Boston Red Sox leading the division. They West Coast. Boston is on the West Coast. They play the Angels tonight. Yankees and Orioles, this is a big game. Ivan Nova against Miguel Gonzalez. And the Yankee fans, this is where you're getting called out. Yankee fans need to come out to the stadium tonight or turn on that TV and watch. Yankee ratings have been down, but this team needs us now more than ever because this team just came off a good 4-game sweep of a not-so-good Minnesota team. They took care of business there, and they're coming home for probably the biggest 3-game series of the year thus far. They need to solidify themselves as a competitor in this race. So Yankee fans need to come out, and they need to support the Yankees tonight. Ivan Nova, on the hill, and really, just I think Yankee fans are spoiled for sure. I'll have more about some Yankee injury updates later on as well. So I got Yankees Orioles tonight. Toronto's at home against the Twins, and Tampa Bay is at home against the White Sox. So everybody is playing tonight for sure. It's a Friday night, so it should be some good stuff. All right, time for Take Your Pick. Wimbledon final, we saw a classic with Djokovic and Del Potro today. I'm going to pick Andy Murray to win the Wimbledon final on Sunday. He's going to win it in 4 sets. I think Djokovic is going to be worn out after that long game or that long match with Juan Martín Del Potro. NASCAR going to Daytona this weekend. I got Dale Jr. winning it as he runs very well at these tracks. And the big news out of Yankee country today, Derek Jeter has been released to begin his rehab assignment. And my question for Take Your Pick is, who will contribute more once they come back, Jeter or Arod? And I got to go with Jeter because I think Jeter's still going to be able to play in the field. He could hit 300. Maybe if we see him hit 10 home runs, driving 35 runs here in the second half of the year, we'll be happy with him. And I think he could. And I don't think A-Rod's going to be playing a lot in the field. I think he could really struggle with those 2 replaced hips now. So I'm going to give Jeter the upper edge as the bigger contributor. And I was thinking about this stuff here. Hold on. So I was thinking about these rookie coaches in the NBA. Jason Kidd, Nets, new coach Brad Stevens. Who will win a championship first? I think the Celtics. They're younger. They're better. They got Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo. They're going to be better in the long run. Jeff Green for sure. But thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. I'll be back on Monday with your weekend wrap-up. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. Have a good one.